Hello. So, I feel like I should do a little update on how I've been doing. Obviously, I posted a little video talking about epilepsy a few months ago. And a lot of things have came from that, which is so nice. I'm now in the middle of making a documentary about epilepsy, which is really fun. Be watching out for that if you care. I don't know. I have actually reached a really good milestone, which I am 3 months. 3 months? Fuck. I am 3 weeks seizure free now. That doesn't seem like a long time. This is probably the longest I've been seizure free in 2024, which so slay. And when I say seizure free, I mean I'm not having prolonged seizures. I'm not having like tonic clonics. I'm not having anything like that. I still think I'm having focal seizures, maybe once or twice a day, but we've kind of came to the conclusion that that's been happening for a long, 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 long time. I'm talking years and years, actually since I can remember. So that's not really something that's, I don't know. I feel like that's not going to be an easy fix. But the medication I'm on, I've been on it for I'm gonna say a month, maybe just shy of a month, is working. You don't understand how happy I am about this. I'm so excited. I'm nowhere near as tired as what I was. Like, I'm not napping during the day. I feel I have so much more energy. I'm doing more things. I'm seeing my friends. I think the only thing that's kind of the downside, or not really downside, but just that, and I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not like this is what this is for. It's somewhat of a diary for me to look back on, but also for others, is that I am on trying different medications. I'm on my third medication, and it's Brivitacilam, Privact for short. I'm on that, and it strictly says do not drink alcohol. So I had, since my really bad turn in February, had like stopped drinking voluntarily anyway. I didn't want to drink, I didn't want to go near alcohol or go out or anything like that. And then when I started taking this new medication and it said I couldn't drink, I kind of was a little bit frustrated because I was like, I'm 19 and like I go out with my friends. I want to go out with my friends. Yes, I want to be seizure free and I'll do anything to be seizure free, but taking away the one thing that like most of us youngins do, bit shit. But anyway, so I started that medication and it honestly felt the difference almost instantly. Like within the first week, I felt different in a good way. So I didn't drink for the first week and a half, and then we kind of had like a sunny few days. So I had a few drinks with my friends, and then we ended up going out to the club, and I drank, knowing myself and knowing that I hadn't drank in about 3 months. What I did drink, I should have been drunk on, and I was stone cold sober. Not only was I stone cold sober, but I was in a shitty mood and I was not enjoying myself. Um, I had a good night. It was a good night, but I felt like the alcohol kind of just instead of like feeling fun and lighthearted and kind of letting go, I was more like, what's the word? I feel like my emotions were more irritable. I just felt irritable and I felt like anything will set me off in this moment, and not in a sad way, and like an anger or like an irritation sort of thing. And saying that, I did have a good night. And then kind of like a week after that, me and two friends decided to have a little drink in the house. Same sort of thing happened. I wasn't really vibing with the alcohol. It kind of tasted off. And again, had like what would normally make me drunk. Like, even had my first vodka and everything, like, when we went out. And this wasn't clubbing, this was just to like a pub or a bar even. I just, again, was sober and I just felt irritated. Like, if someone looked at me wrong, I would have been irritated. If someone said something, I would have been irritated. But I was irritated and tired and like just kind of in a mood. And it wasn't that anyone made me in a mood. I think in that moment, I was like subconsciously annoyed at all my friends for being able to get drunk and have fun and not have to worry about anything. And then I had to like sit and worry about, right, what if I have a seizure? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? Why am I not getting drunk? Why do I not feel the way I usually feel? Everyone's so carefree, and I'm just thinking about how I'm getting home and what time I need to take my medication and da 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 da. And I felt like my brain was just like full of like the what ifs and what I need to do and how do I keep myself safe and should I really be out? Should I be drinking? I'm not supposed to drink. Like when I say that, I mean that, and that kind of is what it was like when I went to the club for the first time in months as well. And as much as I think it's probably a good thing that I was like that, because I'm trying my best to keep myself safe. I still think it was a bit shit because like, well, I'm young and I'm supposed to make mistakes and I'm supposed to get shit faced and have fun times. Like that's the whole point of being young. Like you don't have these major responsibilities, but then you do have responsibilities when you've got a disability and when you're living with a condition that could go from 0 to 100 in the matter of seconds. We're very much I'm going in a positive direction and my life's going in a positive direction. I'm working, like all that sort of stuff. I'm looking forward to holidays, I'm looking forward to events. That's great. But there's still that imbalance with the emotional side of things isn't so good. I think that's like my next challenge to her, like my next hurdle is finding the balance of being able to go out and have a drink or not have a drink and not worry every single second I'm there. What if? What if? What if? And that is just confidence. And honestly, it's not just epilepsy that happens with. That probably happens with everything. How do you look? How do your makeup? How does your makeup look? Like, or do you like your hair? Do you not like your hair? Like, what if everyone's looking at you? What if they're not looking at you? Why? Like, there's just hundreds of millions of different reasons why we all feel insecure, and mine is just that I'm scared I'm going to have a seizure and everyone's going to have to deal with that. So, in a certain sense, it's like I know that most people will probably be able to relate to that. I'm trying to figure it out, and I like documenting these things because one, I think someone needs to hear it. Two, I need to hear it, and speaking out loud kind of validates I'm validating myself because a lot of the times I'll I'll know how I feel and what I'm feeling and stuff, but I kind of keep it to myself and I'm like, well, I feel that, okay, and then I wipe over it and I don't sit and think about it unless I speak out loud or have a conversation with someone, and then I'm like, right, okay, this is how I'm feeling. How am I going to fix this, or how am I going to try and make this better? And that I think is the most important part of trying to figure out how to make your life better. So that's why we're here. So yeah, that's where we're at. Also, everyone's a wee bit to camp, or people that I was at camp with last year are back at camp. The FOMO is real. Hope y'all are having a great time, but the FOMO is real. Knowing myself that I could not have went back because of my health, and I've got so many exciting things happening. Like we've got Taylor Swift next week. Manchester Pride and Leeds to see Renee Rapp. And many other exciting things to come. Stay tuned. Self promo that's not even really promo because anyway, this probably was not that formal or what have you. I don't know. My brain's a bit brain fog, guys. See, epilepsy medication. The biggest thing ever with epilepsy medication is brain fog and forgetting what you're saying and what you're doing. It's so annoying. Like, so yeah, I'm just gonna lie down and good night. I'm really kidding. It's not night time. It's only like 3 o'clock.